Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
She was just 18 years old. Her life cut short when she was shot and killed while riding her bicycle over the summer.
We love you, Takayah, and we still gonna fight for justice every day until we get justice.
Takayah Allen was an 18-year-old Oakland University student killed near Yates Park on Detroit's west side in July.
Her family hasn't let her memory nor her murder fade from the present. Jason Colthorpe live tonight with the latest on the case as her family held a vigil for her tonight.
You know, Kim, so many families have unfortunately experienced this. They have a tragedy happen. Someone is killed. There's intense scrutiny around it at first, and if it goes unsolved for any moment of time, it starts to fade away. Well, Takayah Allen's family refuses to let that happen.
Speak up, because this could be your daughter.
It's been 107 days since Takayah Allen died. She was riding her bike near Linwood and Pingree on the city's west side July 21st when out of nowhere, shots were fired from a passing car, hitting Takayah.
We want justice for her, so I'll be able to have peace and my family to have peace.
Each of those 107 days has been hell for Takayah's mother, Kai Cooks.
I've been doing okay. I've been taking a day at a time. It's still hard. Just pray.
Family and friends have no problem honoring her short life.
Very sweet, active, funny.
Or describing her aspirations to become a medical professional. They've done it time and again. Days after the murder.
Peace! Justice!
A walk on August 5th and a vigil on September 8th, what would have been Takayah's 19th birthday.
Power! And justice!
And again, Friday night.
We want justice!
Because they will not let her memory or the people who took her from them slip away silently into the dark.
We're not gonna fall asleep on this. We're gonna keep it in the air, keep her name going, so if they watching, they know we're not giving up.
And they'll have to keep doing that because as of tonight, Detroit police has no update on this case. However, if anyone out there knows anything about this, remembers that day, remembers anything from the scene, you can call on a tip anonymously. In fact, you have no other choice but to remain anonymous by calling Crime Stoppers at 1-800-SPEAK-UP. We're live tonight. Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
Yeah, okay. Jason, thanks.
Breaking news just in from Detroit's west side. There is a heavy police presence there after shots are fired.
Our Mara McDonald is live at the scene on Finkel between Myers and Schaefer. Mara, what do you know?
Kimberly, for starters, take a look. DPD has shut down the entirety of Schaefer to traffic, so nobody is getting through here. Number two, you can see the heavy police presence here. What went down out here happened outside the Bond Liquor Market, and I want you to take a look at the ground, if you will. There are shell casing markers out here all over the place, up to 20 right now. And to give you an idea how the bullets were flying, there's the liquor market where this shooting went down. Take a look over here to the restaurant. Their glass door got completely blown out. And the preliminary information we're getting from police is that 2 people were outside of this liquor market when somebody, a shooter, walks up on them and just starts unloading. 2 people shot, unclear if it's 2 men, a man and a woman, or 2 women at this point, but 2 people shot. 1 has died at the hospital. The other one is in surgery. Neighbors around here say what they believe happened is that at least one of these people was shot 7 times in the back. Right now, DPD has more troops arriving. They have kept this closed off right now, and it looks like they're going in, at least inside the liquor store, to see what, if anything, they can find out in there. We're live on Detroit's west side. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Mara, temperatures dropping back down near freezing overnight, but warmer weather is on the way. That's good.
Let's get over to Paul with what to expect for the weekend. Hi, Paul.
I'll tell you what, I think you'll be pretty pleased by the end of this weekend. You'll look back on it and say, yeah, that wasn't all that bad. Hey, the big house is all lit up tonight here. I'm not sure the game's not till tomorrow night, but something's going on there. Temperatures right now in the 30s across the area. 36 in Detroit, 35 Ann Arbor, 38 Lapeer, 33 in Monroe. And fortunately, the wind is either dead calm or it's very, very light. So that's good news. So for the weekend, look at this. Now, we start off partly cloudy tomorrow morning, but the sunshine will continue building in during the afternoon. afternoon. And then on Sunday, lots of sunshine. And look at these temperatures, 53 for a high on Saturday, 59 on Sunday. And we're not going to stop there. We're actually going to hit the 60s, not just once, maybe twice during the coming week. So we have a lot to talk about, including the rest of your weekend forecast in greater detail with the cloud cover. We'll do all of that coming up in just a few minutes, guys.
All right, Paul, now more breaking news as House Democrats in Washington are feeling pressure tonight from President Biden and Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
Both want to vote on the president's bipartisan infrastructure bill. Moments ago, signs of progress as Democrats started voting on the House floor after debating earlier and a short recess. On the table, a $1.9 trillion economic bill and a $1.2 trillion infrastructure package. Moderates are pushing back on the larger plan, wanting cost estimates. That could take weeks. Earlier today, President Biden asked them to vote on the smaller bill, and Pelosi granted the request on estimates.
Send the infrastructure bill to my desk. Let's show the world that America's democracy can deliver and propel our economy forward.
Some members want more clarification or validation of numbers that have been put forth, that it's top line, that it is fully paid for, and we honor that request.
Today's efforts shifted to passing the infrastructure bill, which passed the Senate back in August, but progressives argued both bills must be voted on at the same time. The vote is currently underway. If it passes, it's expected to move quickly to the president's desk.
Tonight, MDOT warning residents living near I-75 about loud noise from this weekend's construction on the freeway, which is underway. Right now, the southbound lanes of I-75 are closed from Square Lake down to 8 Mile, with the northbound lanes closed from 8 Mile up to 14 Mile Road in Oakland County. MDOT says it's going to be demolishing the Stevenson Road crossover bridge overnight, so homes near that area could potentially hear the work going on. Freeway is set to reopen early Monday morning. I-75 won't be the only freeway shut down this weekend. Right now, I-94 closed in both directions between Gratiot and I-75. MDOT is replacing the overpass on Frontenac Street above the highway. That part of I-94 will reopen in time for the Monday morning drive we expect by 5 a.m. City of Detroit's going to begin vaccinating children ages 5 to 11 by appointment only starting on Monday.
That's right. The city will be administering the Pfizer vaccine to children at the City Health Department on Mack and the Northwest Activities Center on Myers. A parent or guardian must attend. Mayor Mike Duggan is encouraging all parents to get their child vaccinated.
We got every day 450 children in our state are coming down with COVID. And up until now, we didn't have any way of preventing that. Starting now, we do. Because as the tests have shown over and over, the Pfizer vaccine effectively prevents your child from getting COVID. I suspect the Moderna vaccine will get approved in the coming weeks.
The city says appointments will be needed for children ages 5 to 11. You can schedule an appointment by calling 313-230-0505.
Meantime, the state is reporting 10,094 new coronavirus cases over the past 2 days. Daily average there of those 2 days is over 5,000 cases, and that is the highest daily average we've seen since April. And 90 more Michiganders have died from COVID since Wednesday.
Governor Whitmer spoke today about the importance of getting the COVID vaccine as we head into the colder months and gather indoors. She tells us the rise in cases is expected, but families can fight back.
If we can get our elderly, our people who are in the midlife and also our youngest Michiganders vaccinated, we're going to be safer. We're going to be able to keep our kids in school and our economy engaged.
The state health department says the majority of people hospitalized with the virus are unvaccinated. At last check, nearly 70% of Michiganders 16 and older have received one dose. And now that the CDC has approved the vaccine for kids ages 5 to 11, Governor Whitmer says it's promising news in the fight against the virus. Former presidents, dignitaries, and family members honored the late Colin Powell today at the Washington National Cathedral.
Though he were dead, yet shall he live.
Retired four-star general became the nation's first black Secretary of State and chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. He died October 18th from a breakthrough COVID-19 infection. He was fully vaccinated, though he did suffer from some serious underlying conditions. His legacy will now live on through his wife and 3 children. Colin Powell was 84 years old.
All right, still ahead. Thousands of Michigan students will soon no longer be required to wear masks in schools.
Why one Michigan county made the decision to lift its mask mandate.
A teenager's death has been a mystery for nearly 40 years. The discovery just finally may bring her family closure.
But first, 2 high-speed chases in Macomb County at the same time. The crime spree that started it all next.